every time I pull up at the let out, it's a spectacle.
All right. Okay. All right. So without further ado, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Let Out. We got a great show lined up for you today. We got a special guest. We got Cirelli in the house. Yes, sir. We got my co-host Chris, my co-host Alicia, and my co-host Sylvia, and me, Will, aka Bob. All right. So we got a lot of topics to talk about today, and I'll let the team kind of chime in on what topics and take the lead on that. And I'll start with Cirelli and let him introduce the next topic. Since he's the guest, we're gonna play the great host.
Yeah, go ahead, come off the mute, man.
Hey, I'm gonna dive straight into it. Cirelli, special guest. Y'all can find me all social media groups, Cirelli. But I want to chime in on this topic that's going around on social media. It's kind of a two hit combo about the women dancing and twerking in restaurants. If I'm not mistaken, there is a restaurant, a lounge in one, right?
That's down about y'all way, ain't it? Y'all?
It's in Texas.
It's in Dallas.
So,
Dallas. Okay.
I want to start this out. So, how do y'all feel about women? Also when women want to consider themselves address me by queens, yada yada yada. So, how do y'all feel about women dancing and twerking in a restaurant? Well, that location, restaurant / lounge. How do y'all feel about women twerking in a public restaurant?
Go ahead. Let's get the lady take.
I don't want to start out messy.
Okay, so it was the restaurant in Dallas. I think it's called True Kitchen. I don't know about it being a lounge. I've not read about it being a lounge. Okay. But the controversy was because the owner came out and asked them, I think a couple times, to not, behave like that in his restaurant. Don't set up his furniture or whatever, and they continued to do it anyway. And he proceeded to basically what they felt like cuss the entire restaurant out. It's a time and a place to twerk, and that was not the time and the place. I don't care what kind of music they were playing. You can, dance. Women give seats hell all the time dancing. So there was no need for them to be up in a restaurant where people are eating, shaking their ass. That was just inappropriate. And as a business owner myself, I'm with him 100% because you're in my establishment. This is not what my establishment is about. So no, sit your ass down, eat your damn food, enjoy this music, enjoy this ambiance of this restaurant, and take your ass on somewhere else, home or wherever else you want to take your ass to, and twerk then.
Okay, Sylvia, well, answer me this. So speaking of that, so what if you and your female friends are in their restaurant? And he approached you all like how he approached everybody else. He was talking to them like there was some damn kids.
But if she was twerking.
But he had already approached them once or twice. It was 3 different tables. They were sitting at 3 different tables. He had already approached them and asked them in a professional manner not to do it. However, they proceed to do it anyway. And as I responded to, I think it was a post that was on Facebook, we were talking about it. He approached them in a professional manner, asked them not to do it. They proceeded to do it anyway. So he's like, oh, okay. So these are ratchet motherfuckers I got to deal with. So let me talk to them on a ratchet ass level. Then he talked to them on a ratchet ass level, and he went viral because guess what? Folks like ratchet shit. Yeah. He was on his professional shit. Wasn't nobody saying that. Exactly. So he met their ass where they was.
Hey, but you know what? Did he even get a response? Or they were like, damn, they said, I didn't see the whole clip. Did he set their ass straight? Did they have any sort of feedback?
From what I seen, and me doing my research about that club, and I'm sorry, restaurant in the daytime, however you put it. He also was trying to throw a New Year's party at that same restaurant, and he's charging $10,000 per booth. So I can understand how he was saying he's trying to do something for the Black culture. He's trying to do something for his community. So I do agree with you, Sylvia, that whoever that young lady was at that time shouldn't be sitting on nobody goddamn furniture, because I would have came and acted goddamn fool my damn self. But also being those customers in there for me, I would have picked my goddamn plate up when he also said he don't need your money. And all the other shit, I would have took my food and I would have got my ass up out of there. But I don't like how he came. He should have addressed them. But when he started addressing everybody else, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Because you say you were a business owner for one.
He might have rubbed you the wrong way, but he definitely put in mind, he was like, hold on, first and foremost, y'all gonna respect, this is my shit.
True.
This is my shit. This ain't what I wanted. And I don't need your money. I don't need your money. We good over here.
But I can also see what Cerulli said as well. You know what I mean? Although it's, you know, they'll say if it don't apply, let it fly. But then you're still looking at the fact that you're talking to us as if we all were in here standing on your furniture twerking, and I wasn't. I'm in here patronizing your business. Don't talk to me like that. So
but I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I can also get his, you know what I mean? Because you wasn't talking to me, but you addressing me as well, because you addressing the whole restaurant. So I could get that other side too. But as for me, it wouldn't apply to me because I know it wasn't me. So I'm like, I'd be like, shit, how is this?
That is true. I do agree with you on that. I do agree.
Alicia.
What about you?
A business owner, I think that he doesn't have the same tact.
Hey man, that ragged ass iPhone, man. Come on with it, man.
Hey, she low-key trying to flex. I see her showing her little sunroof panorama.
Hey,
I'm like, God damn, Chris. It's like she on your ass, Chris. Like, God damn.
Man, that's a Bentley truck, man. You pull up in the Bentley truck, something like that.
We be trying to tell her.
Oh, anyway, fuckers. Maybe if he had a manager, I think managers have a different way of having tact and a way to go ahead and respond to talk to the customers. I agree as far as maybe his approach. By the time he said something, I think he was fed up and frustrated. But after the first and the second time, instead of him addressing the whole restaurant, I think he should just went to that table and asked those particular ladies to leave. But I get that he was irritated at that point, and they got what they got. But
but did he not make an example at the end?
And
ain't nobody else gonna come in there twerking on no damn table.
That's the thing, man. Like sometimes you gotta let it all out. Like you address everybody. It's kind of like when you go in and nobody want to confess to stealing. So you say, you know what? I'm gonna talk to everybody then. So let's go ahead and nip this in the bud for future people. Since we in here, I'm gonna talk to y'all, but I'm talking to everybody. Don't come in my establishment twerking, blah blah blah.
But at the same time, I also heard that there was like a 2-hour wait for the food. The DJ is playing music where people, I don't think that it was the level of classlessness, yes, to get on top of the table. I saw a video on the table on the wall, giving it the business.
They were. I saw that too.
I ain't see that, man. I should have did more research. I missed the shit.
Straight business. But I think that there could have been some level of confusion because, like you said, is it a restaurant? Is it a lounge? Is it a mixture of both?
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Drinks. Maybe they got to look.
You might as well, Sylvia. Go ahead.
I mean, let me say this about the level of confusion. Their restaurant is not new. It's not just open. And I'm sure they knew about the level of whatever in their restaurant. When nobody else doing it, so you took it upon yourself to do it. Their restaurant, they ain't just drop it in there in the middle of Dallas or wherever it is in Dallas when they decided to go, like right before they decided to go. Yeah. So because the DJ was playing this type of songs, or it created this whatever feeling. I guess he played. They take it over for the 99 and the 2000, and it was time to do their damn thing. No, I ain't buying that. I ain't buying that. Because you ain't finna go to no other restaurant. Man, what was that? TGI Fridays on Winchester? Stay crunk.
Yeah.
You ain't see nobody trying to get up on no table and whatever.
But they have to close that motherfucker down, though, Sylvia. Let's keep it real. Because people were going to turn that joint into a club.
No, they did.
Really, your brother?
I must have stopped going to that location by the time I got to that point.
To put it like this, too, I mean, like we don't know the whole scenario. So those females, they might be from out of town for one, and then when people go out of town, I do dumb shit when I go out of town. Quick woods of TSU homecoming, I had to pee. I hopped out my goddamn car and I pissed in the middle of the goddamn street. So we do dumb shit at times when we out of town. So and then again, they might be young as hell. Huh?
We just gonna say that's you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're speaking about the culture. When we go out of town, we get. I heard.
Yeah, it's the part, but
in my younger days, I probably did some shit that I ain't too proud of.
I was super young.
That you wouldn't do in your own hometown.
Yeah, I was young as hell. I was young as shit. I was in college and, you know, sophomore, freshman year doing dumb shit.
And you do dumb shit when you in college.
You fat.
They might be young as hell, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't be no 28 plus. So, you know, we don't even know what type of female, what drink that was on. Because I heard they served Douce slush, Hennessy slush in the bottle, all type of shit. So, but back to the then also with that, ladies, with that, I mean, also slide in another question. So a lot of females like to be addressed by queen. Oh, how you? Good morning, queen. Good morning. So, do you feel, or what is y'all opinion on women want to be called queens?
They gotta earn that shit, man.
Every black woman should be called queen.
For me, you don't have to call me no queen, but you gonna respect me. Like, I don't have to be called a queen. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you have to earn that.
Yeah,
that's earn the title of being called a queen.
There we go. Because I know a lot of females don't carry themselves like women, like grown adults, but like queen, but act like hoes and bitches and thoughts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and with that perspective, of course, you know what I mean. If you're calling your female or women that you hold at a higher standard of queen, of course it has to be earned. You don't just give titles to people, and that's anybody, without them showing themselves approved.
Do you have to earn that shit first? I mean, do you earn respect? Are you just giving respect and you lose it, or you have to earn it from the get-go?
Man.
I think initially off of what you say, Will?
I said man, husband, king, father, all of those are earned titles.
You gotta give them that shit.
Great example. Like,
you gotta give it to them.
Like, guys, I'm the baby daddy, I'm a father. Nigga, do you take care of your kids? Are you in your child's life, or you just paying child support? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference for me.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was looking at my best friends, Chris Pops, my partner AJ Daddy, like me and around my neighborhood. So like for me, every guy that produced sperm, my nigga, you a sperm donor. You necessarily probably ain't no father. You know what I'm saying? But you got guys like Chris.
Right.
We be around like Lil Ruckus be around us, or he be in the car. Chris take care of
Lil Ruckus, what he called my son, y'all.
Yeah, Lil Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus, man, I don't know where he about to take it.
That's another. We getting on Chris. What about Miss Patty Rabbit?
So Chris. So let's
call us Lil Ruckus, man.
Let's transition into the next topic.
He called Alicia Miss Patty Rabbit.
But I think though, and just kind of touching on the subject real quick, so we can go ahead and switch over to the next subject is I think, yes, it should be a given that you're going to give any person, and if we're talking about women particularly, a level of respect when you first meeting them. Now, I think it's different if a person shows you something different, then maybe your level of respect for them goes down, but I still don't necessarily think that you're going to treat a woman like a bitch or a hoe or refer to her as that. I think sometimes some women don't know how they should carry themselves because they haven't seen the proper way to do so. They haven't been raised to go ahead and respect themselves, whatever the reason is. So sometimes it's also a man can go ahead and to treat a woman with respect, to show her how she should be treated, how she should carry herself. So I don't think just because a hoe is a hoe or a bitch is a bitch, you're going to treat her, refer to her as that. I think you can still show a woman how she should be a queen, how a queen should be treated, and it can go ahead and change her behavior too. No, fuck off, Chris. Next subject.
I feel like you got mad when you have previously got mad when hoes got treated like queens before. Call me right. Tell me if I'm lying.
You are lying. You are a liar.
Oh goddamn. Next goddamn stuff. You should regret that shit. Because you, on the other hand, I said plenty of times. See, that's what happened. Y'all treating these hoes like women, and not all the good girls.
Oh my God!
Okay. If she said that, I agree with her. I 100% agree.
Look, watch her change up. Go ahead.
Next subject.
Okay, so man, just to switch gears a little bit for the one of the things that was on my mind. A question that I gotta ask for y'all is just: have y'all ever? This really can go for any part of life, and this is really just switching subject from the whole women thoughts bitches. But in the place in y'all life now, have you ever just sat around at home just any day of the week and looked back like, damn, the days and times that we in now, we got access to so much information. If I could go back in time and change some stuff, would I do it? Or do you feel like the road that you took created you as the person you are today? So how do y'all feel about that? I'm just trying to get some ideas on how y'all feel about going back and doing things different versus your indiscretions in like building character.
Sylvia?
I know I just kind of my buzz killed that shit a little bit. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. Actually, what if basically you're asking me if what I know now, would I change? Would I go back and change? I definitely would. I would still go to college. I wouldn't change my college experience for nothing.
Man, fuck that shit.
I would still definitely go to college. But my career path would be totally different.
We would like to y'all to the 5th member of the Let Out.
Hello, hell.
I'm gonna keep it a goddamn buck.
Yeah.
I know a lot of shit now. I would change a lot of motherfucking shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I would change a lot of shit. Because for one, all this shit growing up, go to college, get your degree. A lot of motherfuckers that I know have degrees, bachelor's degrees, all of that shit, and don't have a fucking career for what the fuck they went to school for. Now, I would definitely go to college, but would I stay in the college that I went to? Fuck no. I probably go for the experience I learned how to survive in life. The shit that I learned in college, I'm not applying. I'm not applying none of that shit. That far as the book sense and all that shit, but the stuff that I learned how to survive, I went to an HBCU, TSU.
What HBCU did you go to?
TSU, Tennessee State University. So I learned how to survive. You know what I'm saying? When we come to the financial aid lines, being on top of your game, being up on your business, and yada yada this and all that, I learned how to survive and do a lot of shit for as far as taking care of my business. But school wise, it's people that have book sense, but when it comes to common sense, how to survive, street knowledge, they don't know none of that shit. None at all.
Man, I know a lot. You ain't lying, bro.
A lot of shit.
And see, that's the point that I was getting into before he said, fuck all that shit. Man, I went to HBCU too.
Yeah.
I graduated from Alcorn. And you was on point with the whole financial aid thing, and then you learned how to, in HBCUs, you learn how to survive because you didn't have no other choice. But career-wise, I wouldn't have majored in what I majored in. I would have majored in probably business, something in business, business management, considering the way I'm going now, if I knew what I know now. Even if, for what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do, I still don't need college education. I still would have went, because with the thing with college for me also is, it taught me if I start something, I'm gonna see it out till I finish it. Without somebody telling me I have to finish. You know, when you in grade school, whatever, in high school, you going to school because your parents ain't going, mine wasn't going. Yeah. But in college, you know, with nobody there to say you got to get up, you got to go to class, you got to make sure this is done, whatever. So that also told me that if I'm gonna start it off, I'm gonna finish it. As far as these kids of mine is concerned, I love them to death, but yeah, they'll still be little children right about now. Man, messing around with me, it wouldn't be my kids got little kids.
But you would have had them later.
Yeah, and I would have listened more, you know, to my parents, especially my mom. Like my mom told me a lot of stuff that I would have avoided a lot of heartaches and headaches.
Yeah, that's a woman thing. Y'all all have to learn shit hard.
Y'all men do it too. But as far as having access to everything the kids have access to now, oh shit.
Yeah, you're right. And that was part of where
the way we were raised, we would be, if we had what they had back then, we'd be fucking unstoppable.
That's the thing now. Like, just knowing some of the things that you know now And like, I will say this. I do understand that I'm one of the few people that actually do what they went to school for. Not a lot of people do that shit. But going back and thinking about it, I was like, well, damn, I could have made more money taking different routes, doing different things, and maybe enjoyed it a little more. Yes, do I like what I do? Hell yeah, I like what I do. I enjoy it, but knowing what I know now, yeah, I would definitely have diversified the way that my career. I say that.
Would you have still wear FUBU after it was already done, or would you still continue to go ahead and have chose the same path you went?
Damn, nah. Damn, bro. Nah, motherfucker. I have no comeback. She just got me so fast. I don't even know how to come back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was just.
But yeah, I would. I still wear my goddamn. I'd be all the motherfucking college with my motherfucking FUBUs on. And my hey, Alicia has always traditionally hated what I was the Coogee man. I had the Coogee man. She hated it. But when I changed that shit,
the only other thing that was worse than your Coogee and your FUBU was that skunk.
Hey, bro, they remember red. You remember red monkey jeans, bro? Evisu jeans.
Do y'all remember Creative Reacts? Y'all remember?
Bruh, that was the. They don't remember that shit. Alicia don't. She's like, what is that?
One of our partners.
Who's that? She's like, what are those?
He stayed in that shit. But also, too, it's one of the reasons why, honestly, now I like to give advice to all these young niggas. Like,
yeah.
I try my best to give advice, nigga, do this. You in college, get your ass some goddamn intern. Do this. What you in school for?
That's fact. That's one thing that was never emphasized to us. Like, that's another thing I would say for most people in general, especially in the Black community. Networking is underappreciated. It's not emphasized at all. Yeah. You can go to school for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
And if you did no networking, when you come out, you're gonna be on your ass. Because guess what? You didn't build no relationships with anybody. You didn't go in and really get the industry experience that you need. Because guess what? When you go, and that was something that I learned too late was if I would have built relationships earlier on, it wouldn't have been so hard later on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But now I've gotten to the point where I realize that building relationships, you don't burn. And that's another thing too. Black folks love to burn some goddamn bridges. Black folks, y'all niggas know y'all love to burn some damn bridges. And I've gotten to the point now where even people that get on my goddamn nerves from time to time, I refuse. Because you don't never know when you have to cross that bridge again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, Alicia? Decontextualize?
Not that one.
Which one is it?
You so sick. He got cold, y'all.
No, he does not.
Which one was it?
We were talking about, I think Sylvia was looking at in regards to if you're invited on a date. If a man invites
that was me.
Dinner.
Okay.
It's to pay.
Pay for what?
What kind of verbiage and what kind of wording do you need to go ahead and to convey so that it's understood that when we get here, I'm paying for me, you paying for you, or is it automatically understood whether it's not said or not that the guy's taking care of it?
I mean, I say this, man. If her earrings touch her shoulder, she paying.
You dumb.
Now, if it's a real date, like you got a lot of form of dating and a lot of form of meetings. I call it meetings, right? So if I pick your ass up, come to your crib and do all this, and it's a real date, yeah, I'm gonna pay for it. But if I meet your ass at a restaurant,
hey, I like that. I like that.
This is the meeting. First of all, I'm not even gonna order no food at all.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait, but hold on.
Come on.
But whose idea is it to meet at the restaurant? Like, are you asking me to meet you at the restaurant?
It's the thing. It depends on how we start our conversation, right?
Okay.
So if I, exchanging numbers, Me, I want to talk face to face. Fuck all this texting. Fuck all this on the phone. Might get your number. Hey, what you doing? Yada yada. If we set something up, hey, let's meet.
Hey man,
Let's
that old nigga
meet.
showing up.
Meet. We gonna meet, right?
We can meet at a park. We ain't got to meet at no damn restaurant.
There you go. I'm like, I want to go somewhere. Let's jump. I want to see you sweat out all your mascara.
Okay, well, meet me in the summertime in a fucking restaurant. Don't ask me to meet you at no damn restaurant.
Hey, I agree. That's me. But like I said, if we meeting, I honestly feel like, hey, I'm gonna make it known. Hey, let's meet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this not a date. A date. I'm old school. A date is me coming to your crib, picking you up. Might get some flowers.
But crazy now. A lot of times you're not getting to pick the woman up. She meeting you at the restaurant for the first time to go ahead and have that meet up.
Hey, well,
but he said in the meetup he gonna let it be known.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it be known because.
So let me hear what you gonna say to this woman that's gonna make her go ahead and get herself dressed and ready to come pay for her dinner.
Okay,
with you.
every I'm gonna be real. Every guy more than likely knows if they're interested in, like, want to pursue something. Like what the younger guys, younger mentality. Shit, I got 1, 2, 3. I have options. So I'm not finna, out of all these options, I'm not finna say 1, 2, 3, 4 options on a date and I'm paying for every goddamn thing. Nah, because I want to see where your mind is. I want to see if you can hold a fucking conversation or you trying to be in your goddamn phone.
If you got 4 options, if you got 4 options, you ain't trying to take all of them out anyway, because you got an option that you know that you gonna call it, and you got an option you can call at 2 a.m. She already know what time it is.
Exactly. Out those 4 options, it might be 2 that I really like. You see what I'm saying? So with me, we going outside somewhere. I'm gonna see you sweat all this shit. I want to see you how you wake up in the morning. I want to see you. I want to see the natural.
You know they be ugly, man.
I'm saying. So, but we're back to if a man asks a woman out, should he pay? For me, my answer is yes. Because if I call you and tell you this is just me, meet me at whatever restaurant or what have you. If I'm calling you to tell you and we're not together, we're dating, we don't even look like that. Don't do me.
Don't get a Will. Will, you been quiet, man. I need you to get him.
I will call mine in here and he will tell you.
So how you
I call you and I tell you to meet me somewhere. If I call you and say, hey, meet me at whatever, in my mind, I'm going to pay because I asked you to come. That's just like me asking my girlfriend to meet me somewhere. If I ask her, hey, come go such and such with me.
Nah.
If she pays for her own, no, it's not no nah. If she decides to pay for her own, then she'll pay for her own.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I'm really interested in the female and I like her, and then and I say let's go on a date, I'm gonna pay for it.
You need to call it a date.
There we go. But if
you gotta call the date. If I didn't call the date, it ain't a date.
And we're meeting for conversation. No, it ain't none of that because I might not be interested. I don't want to invest my money into
hell no.
I don't want to invest my money.
Hell no.
Look at it.
I wasted my damn time. I could have been doing something else. I came out here wasting my time. You should have asked me to come. You should have asked me to come.
There's levels to that.
You got the first date. Okay, well, if she's interested in me, I'm interested in her. We're gonna see how this shit goes. You got the second date, get the third date, get the fourth date. I'm like, hey,
you straight up fucking the motherfucker now, man.
Where is Shimmer?
You're in a relationship, you mad at that far.
Thank you. And then I ain't, man.
Alicia.
Yes.
I thought you were trying to say something, but I do have a question. If you're
go ahead, Will, because you've been quiet, man. We need you to tune in, man.
Oh, okay. So earlier you said that she's supposed to get herself together. Huh?
You trying to use my words against me? You like earlier you said.
No, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question because when you said it, I was letting them talk before I interjected.
Yeah.
But earlier you said that she's supposed to get herself together and put on her nice stuff and get ready to go out on a date to pay. So if she go out with her friends and she put on her nice shit and she pay, what's the difference?
Hey.
Because if I'm going out with my girls, it's not under the guise of it's a date. This is a girls' night out. We all know that everybody's going to be solo as far as how they're paying for the food.
Okay, same thing with what you said.
Hey, you done went out with us and we ain't paying for your ass.
Y'all
wasn't no damn date.
If it's
I'm saying though.
You a homeboy, like it'll be our
exactly. We
Don't
ain't made it there yet. We ain't even made it to the point where you be starting to be my girl, you my home girl. We don't know yet.
You our homeboy, so don't do that.
But I'm just saying, we ain't even made it to the point for you to determine where we stand as far as a relationship.
First of all, I'm married as hell, so when I go out with y'all, I don't even expect y'all to pay for my shit. So.
Exactly. But I mean, but that's a perfect.
Hold on, Alicia.
That is a perfect
point. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Go
ahead, Alicia. Go ahead. We couldn't hear you.
Saying, like if y'all being the homies, okay, it's understood. When we go out, we kicking it, we hanging. There's no other guys or no other intention behind it. So I'm saying though, if we talking and it seems like there's some interest, and you say, hey, I want us to go ahead and meet up and let's go and grab something to eat. I'm gonna have my money, my card, and my shit with me anyway. But my expectation at that point, I'm gonna be a little shocked when he'd be like, "Yeah, go ahead, bring us 2 checks."
Why? Like, why you shocked?
But you shouldn't be automatically shocked.
My question is, why do you feel like you're doing something by getting dressed?
I didn't say I was doing something, but
that's what you said. That's what you said. You said, "Oh, you expect to
put on her little titty shirt with a toe ring around her neck." Put a toe ring around there. And she'll be like, "Nigga is paying for this tonight."
Right. I got my outfit garbage as hell. She thinking she look fine. That's supposed to be crazy.
He asked her. He asked her. She didn't call and say.
It don't matter if I asked you. What if I just tell you what I'm like, so really? I'm like, so really, if I say it's a people, women need to, what it is women need to get around the idea that, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody paying for you all the time. That's what y'all just so accustomed to.
No, you shouldn't have asked me if you don't want to pay.
There you go.
I asked you because I want to get to know you.
No, you should ask me if you don't want to pay.
No, I want us to get together and to have a conversation, and we take care of ourselves. And then once I feel
we can have a conversation any other place in a restaurant. There are other places that you can have a conversation without a restaurant.
Once I feel like you and me vibing and y'all and we have a similar interest, then we can talk about me paying for it. Other than the fact that he's saying like I'll pick you up from the house, that's a little bit different. But typically females not gonna do that because they're a little scared and shaky because you're a stranger.
Zoom. Got motherfuckers gonna get cut off.
Thank you for tuning in for this episode of the Zoom. Thank our guests, Serena, for joining us. We gotta have you back because you the real deal.
Hey, you gotta come back, man. You coming back? Hey.
Follow us on Instagram, _the_. Until next time.
I think that would turn me up, Alicia. I had a drink. This first time I had a drink in forever.
Oh shit, I ain't had one in a while.
Me either. It's a long time I had a drink.
I'm with Willie though. Get out your mind.
Every time I pull up at the let out, it's a spectacle.